Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. When you're waterproofing that foundation, you need both of these. You need the footer pipe, the gravel perforated pipe, sometimes called the French drain, and the liquid rubber.
So a lot of people ask me what product to use on that crawl space or basement wall or foundation wall like this. And what I suggest is Blackjack Rubber Coat number 57. And this is a premium rubberized fibered coating. And you'll notice once we open it up, you'll see it's got a lot of liquid up here at the top. That's fine. You can just stick this big mop. Try to get one of these big mop kind of brushes because it's really thick stuff. Paintbrush works, but these mops work a lot better. And stick it down into the actual rubberized portion of it, the fibered coating. Get a good goopy gop on there, and then you start. You start down at the bottom at the seam where the block meets the foundation. This product right here is about 50 bucks for 5 gallons, and you just have to figure out how far you want to go. We usually put 2 coats on, so we usually go through 2 or 3 of these on a typical job. 1 coat does work, but 2 coats is even better. So when you start, go ahead and find yourself a stick or a piece of old pipe, and you got to try to stir it up just a little bit because it is really thick. It's rubberized fiber coating, and it's got a lot of liquid in it, just like any other paint. You know, you can always go to the shaker, but we just stir it up. So try to get as much goopy gop on there as you can. Looking better. Yeah, there's some. We want to put that right down in that seam. We just paint across it. When you use the excess liquid, you want to come up the wall. Right, this has a seam of mortar of stucco. We need to get underneath of that as well. We got to be real careful we don't get it on the siding. But yeah, this stuff works really good. So we went ahead and sealed a good portion of this foundation wall. This little hole right here, we're going to have to put some Portland cement, some stucco back up over top of that and seal that again. This is drying right now, and we'll put another coat on there, but wow, this thing really sealed up nice.
Just remember that the footer pipe, the gravel perforated pipe that leads to the sump pump, is what makes this system work. Without the footer pipe, the sealant alone will not solve the problem. It will help keep the water from coming through those sections, but water still rises up underneath, and you need a place for water to go. Collection and discharge.
Here on the other side, the same thing. What we did was we brought the sealant right up to the siding, to the bottom of the siding, and sealed right along that footer. That's the most important spot down there, right along that, where that block meets the footer. And that's got an excessive amount of liquid rubber on it, because we want that to be super strong. And we stopped right here by the pit. But yeah, it's looking really, really good. This is the slowest part of the job. When you're sealing that foundation, very slow. Take your time. Really do a nice job with that liquid rubber, because that is the permanent seal against that side of the foundation. And so we put our first coat on. We'll put another coat on it, and you can see it down the bottom. It just looks like rubber already. It's already hardening, and it will be just super strong. Water cannot penetrate through that. And so that allows you to put your gravel perforated pipe right there on the footer or beside, whichever, and that water won't penetrate. It'll just go into the system, be carried over to these sump pumps, and the pump's going to lift it up. We're going to put it in a 6-inch pipe and hook up the downspouts and send it all the way out there to the sidewalk. So again, if you're going to do it yourself, take your time, and I promise you, you can do this. This is something that's not that hard to do.
Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Down here in Tampa, Florida, we're waterproofing the foundation, exterior waterproofing along a home here. What we've done so far, of course, we've already sealed the wall with liquid rubber. That's where you see that black tarry substance. Now we're getting ready to put our gravel perforated pipe. That is the footer tile. We call that a footer tile. And because we're in a sandy soil, we've got to surround that with geofabric, and then we'll put gravel around that as well. So we're getting there. We've got our sump pump installed, or our pit installed, and the inlet lines for the footer will come into the footer pipe will come into the pump the pit, lift it up, and send it out. Okay, so we're coming around the back corner back here, and you can see we've got lots of gravel on top of our pipe, and it's actually encased inside the geofabric, and then we're going to fold that over. What we've done is we've used a piece of wood to help contain our gravel because it really gets spread out. And now we're going to backfill this section, finish covering, pulling the geofabric over the gravel, because we don't want that sand to go down into the gravel. And then we'll just continue the same process all the way around to the garage door. So once you get some backfill in there, then you can lift up the wood, because that's been containing your gravel. Just pull it out of the way, and now we can backfill completely up to the foundation, to the wall itself. Remember that we sealed this wall with liquid rubber all the way down and around, so that no water can penetrate that area at all. You can see we've got our gravel perforated pipe, and it's wrapped in geofabric because of the sand. And we went all the way around. Now we're just getting ready to backfill. Just kind of walking around so you can see the area. And it goes all the way up there to the front where the sump pump is. The downspouts are going to be separate. That's why you see them just dangling there in the air. There'll be a separate line that goes out to the front. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day. So this is the Intercoastal, and behind that island over there is the Atlantic Ocean. The building you see that's just barely on the horizon, let's make it a little bit bigger, as big as we can make it. That building is where they house the space shuttle, and beyond that there's a couple of launch towers that play a Linda Beach. So a little bit of Florida. You can see it's really pretty here. Look back this way, you can see the palms, and it's just a beautiful, quiet little park here. I came down here after the estimate just to take a little break. So there's a lot more to Florida than people think. Here we're at the Intercoastal, and again, of course, you can always go to Disney and Epcot and Universal and I guess Lego World. So there's all kinds of theme parks over there. Spend a fortune, but it's awfully beautiful if you can come down to Florida and just enjoy the water. So a couple of quick points. Make sure you call and get utilities located. Here everything is above ground. Let me take the camera around to the other way. You can see that transformer there in the back on the pole. Back up there you can see everything's above ground. There's a cable wire there for telephone or whatever it is, cable. So everything's above ground here. They do not locate that water line. That's an important thing to note.